welcome back to my very own reading corner. So guys, today I'm going to be reading a book called King and Kayla in the Case of Found Fred. So let's head on. Chapter 1, Grandma's House. Hello, my name is King. I'm a dog. This is Kayla. She is my human. Kayla and I are on vacation at Grandma's house. I love Grandma's house. It's my favorite place. Look, King, Kayla calls. I've got the ball. Kayla throws the ball into the lake. Splash! Got it! I've got the ball. I swim to the shore. I shake myself off and bring Kayla the ball. Sniff, sniff. I smell someone. Someone I've never smelled before. Can you guys see on the picture, like next to the tree trunk and the grass, like the tall grass, you see like this dog face? Look! It's a new friend. Hello, I say. I'm King. What's your name? Fred, he says. Fred smells like smoke and hamburgers. I love hamburgers. They're my favorite food. Kayla comes over. Well, hello, she says to Fred. What's your name? Fred backs away. Don't be scared, I tell Fred. This is Kayla. She's my human. Kayla feels Fred's neck. You don't have a collar, she says. It came off when I ran under a fence, Fred said. Kayla doesn't understand. Do you have people? I ask. Yes, but I lost them during the big booms, Fred said. That was 5 or 1 nights ago, I said. That was a scary night. I know, Fred says. Don't worry, I say. Kayla and I are detectives. We can help you find your people. Chapter 2. Fred is not a stray. You smell smoky, Kayla tells Fred. That's because my people had a bonfire, Fred says. Kayla doesn't understand a word Fred says. Do you know whose dog this is? She asks Grandma. No, Grandma says. Maybe he's a stray. I'm not a stray, Fred says. He paws at Kayla's lap. Do you want to shake hands? She asks. Okay, Fred says. He lifts a paw. Kayla shakes it. What else can you do? Kayla asks. Can you sit? Fred and I both can sit. Down, Kayla says. Fred and I both lie down. This dog isn't a stray, Kayla tells Grandma. He can shake hands, sit, and lie down. You're a good detective, honey, Grandma says. Thank you, Kayla says. King is a detective too. We'll solve this case. We'll find this dog's family. How? Grandma asks. We can start by talking to your neighbors, Kayla says. We visit all the houses on Grandma's dirt road. Have you ever seen this dog before? Kayla asks the people at each house. Do you know who he belongs to? No one does. We go back to Grandma's house. Let's make some posters, Kayla says. Fred and I help. Kayla and Grandma staple the posters to mailboxes, fence posts, and trees. I hope your family sees these posters and calls us, Kayla says to Fred. Me too, Fred says. 9 or 3 days go by. No one calls about Fred. We need a clue, Kayla says. A clue would help us find this dog's family. Do you have any clues? I ask Fred. No, he says. But sometimes you can have a clue and not even know it. Is your house by the lake or by the road? Neither, says Fred. It's in a big building. There aren't any big buildings around here, I say. I know, says Fred. We live far, far away. We're here on a vacation. We're staying at a campground. You're staying at a campground? I say. That's a clue. Kayla grabs a notebook and pencil. Let's make a list of everything we know about this case, she says. This dog doesn't have a collar or any tags. He can sit, lie down, and shake his hands. No one on Grandma's dirt road knows who he is. If I could write, I would add this to Kyla's list of things we know. Fred's family is staying at a campground. Now let's make a list of what we don't know about this case, Kayla says. Where did this dog come from? Where's his family? How did he get here? If I could write, I would add this to Kyla's list of things we don't know. Where is the campground? Now we need a plan, Kayla says. I have a plan, but King says he has a plan. Find the campground. Chapter 4, Boat Ride. Do you know where the campground is? I asked Grandma. Can you take us to the campground? King, Kayla cries. Paws on the floor. I whisper in Kayla's ear. Campground, campground, campground. Do you need to go outside, she asks. Yes, I say, campgrounds are outside. Our campground is by the lake, Fred says. Is that a clue? Yes, I say. But this is a big lake. How do we find a campground on a big lake? Grandma, Kayla says, look at all the people on the lake. Maybe one of them knows this little dog. Let's take a boat ride and see what we can find out, Grandma says. Oh boy, I love boat rides. They're my favorite thing. We all get in the boat. Zoom. Grandma drives us around the lake. Hello? Excuse me, Kayla shouts to a fisherman. Do you know this dog? We're trying to find his family. No, sorry, the fisherman calls back. All of a sudden, Fred yells, There's our campground! He climbs on the edge of the boat. Splash! Fred jumps in the lake. Wait for me, I yell. Splash! I jump in the lake too. King! Little dog! No! Kayla yells. Let's go find my people, Fred says. Chapter 5. Where is Fred's family? Fred and I swim until our paws touch the sand. Doggy! A small boy points. Do you see your people? I ask Fred. No, Fred says, but I smell them. What do they smell like? I asked. They smell like my people, Fred says. Fred follows the scent. I follow Fred. We go up to the beach, across the grass, over to a tent. Mom, Dad, Max, I'm back. Fred paws at the tent. A boy crawls out. Fred! He cries. A man and lady come out too. They hug and kiss Fred all over. Thanks for helping me find my people, Fred says. You're welcome, I say. But now I'm afraid I've lost my people. Where are Kayla and Grandma? I hear a voice. King, where are you? King? It's Kayla! Right here, I call back. I follow Kayla's voice. Kayla and Grandma are on the dock. I run to them. There you are, King, Kayla says. I can't believe you jumped in the lake. Sorry, I said. It looks like the dog found his family, Grandma says. And I found you and Kayla, I say. I love Kayla and Grandma. They're my favorite thing. Okay guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. So this video was on King and Kayla, and they found missing like a dog. His name was Fred, and so later he finds his owners, and so everything is fine. And so guys, I just have one question for you guys, and that question is, do you guys know what his favorite things and places are that were mentioned in this book? If you guys do know, just think of it in your mind, or if you can, comment it down below. And I'll see you guys in another awesome video. Bye guys!